Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Light Seer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Pisces Tarot. I am Mimi, the Light Seer. Your business is my business. And today we're going to get into just that. I hope that you slept well. I hope that you're refreshed and renewed and ready for this week. We are going to go ahead and get into some overall tarot and oracle readings for you, starting with this oracle reading to give us an idea of what this overall reading may be about for you with some positive energy. The first card that we have here is healing the heart. Okay, somebody is working on healing their heart. You may be feeling like you need to work on your heart chakra. Maybe you're working on healing old past traumas and wounds. But I definitely feel like somebody is working on healing their heart. A sign that you may be seeing at this time is a bull's eye. You may even be seeing the number 404. And I feel like you may be even seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, like angel numbers. But you're focusing right now on not only yourself, but on healing your heart, which is a beautiful thing right now. Always take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. Working on the conditioning of your heart, making sure that you're not carrying over any animosity, hatred, any of those things, right? We're also experiencing individuality. Okay, so somebody right now is working on their individuality. Who are they as a person? How do they show up in the world? How do they stand out in the world? Okay, also important. Now let's get some cosmic insights about what may be happening on your journey. Distance. You or your person are physically or emotionally distant or strained from one another at this time. The T is someone has legal issues. You may be dealing with court, judges, immigrations, or lawyers. So somebody's dealing with legal matters at this time. So that may be a factor in why things are the way that they are between you and your partner at this time. What is beneath all of this is there is a pregnancy test. Someone is unsure whether or not they're positive or negative with this test. So somebody is pregnant, okay, which can be causing that distance. If we look into this broken mirror, what is it going to tell us? Someone is dealing with envy, a hater, somebody who's spiteful, or jealousy. Okay, so they may have called police on somebody. Energetically, you may be feeling freedom. Uranus is showing up here in your energy reading, okay? And as it is showing up here, this is about you taking a leap of faith, breaking free, new cycles, fast change, and new directions for you. Okay, so Uranus is playing a part in your energetic sphere right now. And something that the cosmos wanted to tell you, the angels, the cosmos, a little bit of faith does go a long way to believe that or remember that, okay? Which is interesting because that also came up in your freedom, okay? So as I do a quick assessment of all this preliminary energy, I feel like the mate is physically or mentally distant because of these court issues, so legal issues. They may be in jail already, or they're possibly going to jail. I feel like what is causing you to have to heal your heart is their absence. I feel like the person who's working on their individuality is the person who is focusing on themselves right now, maybe trying to heal. I feel like the reason why that person is in jail maybe is because of a hater. I do feel like the person who's working on individuality is the person who's possibly pregnant and dealing with overcoming their faith, okay? Let's see, whose business is this? Whose business is this that we're getting into? Well, that sucks. Whose business are we getting into? Let's reshuffle these cards. There we go. All right. The first person in this is coming in as the Hangman in reverse. This is water energy. So you are a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. You are being resistant to change, delay, indecision, and you are flat out being stubborn. Your person in this situation is coming in as a fire sign, and it's the Strength card in reverse, okay? Dealing with a lot of self-doubt, as well as weakness, insecurity, lack of control. Okay, so we have some negativities going on here, if you will. Okay, so again, just to recap, you have a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, as is a Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius relationship here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Cards will fly all out over the floor. It's a little bit hot here in my house, so it could be the cards are sticking because it's hot. My air went out over the weekend. I have an appointment today, and it's about 85 degrees in my house right now. So can you imagine if I'm hot and unbearable, just how hot and unbearable everything is. Okay. Water signs, you're coming in right now as a Six of Wands in reverse. Okay. And with the Six of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're not feeling successful right now. You're feeling like you're so used to you're so used to winning, okay? I feel like at this point you're at a position where you're not the man anymore or the woman anymore. I feel like with the Six of Wands being here, you're struggling to feel comfortable in this space that you're in right now, which is why you're probably resistant to change due to indecision and stubbornness. But I feel like with this card here, you something occurred in which you need to be a little bit more humble. You need to put yourself a little bit more in that space of receiving whatever has happened, and instead you're trying to save face and you are resistant to this change. Our fire signs in here are coming in with this King of Cups energy, okay? And what this tells me is that this person showed up. This card cracks me up because every time I see this particular card, I always remember and think about somebody being somebody that they're not, okay? So I feel like perhaps somebody told you something. Like there was a conversation that was had that you were promised something. I don't know if this person, told you that they were ready for a relationship and coming to find out they were lying. That's far from the truth. That's not really what type of time that they're on. I don't know if it's that or what, but I definitely do feel like this person is coming in as a fraud. And I feel like not only are they coming in as a fraud, but they're also coming in as a coward. So I feel like this person, this fire sign that is here, is possibly dealing with the fact that they weren't being truthful and they're exposed right now. Okay. What this positive energy is with this King of Pentacles, I feel you have everything that you can want and need with this King of Pentacles. I feel like you have reaped the harvest from all of the things that you have sown. I feel like your finances are in order. I feel like your career is on track. I feel like generally speaking, your relationships are on track. I feel like with this card being here, normally collectively, you two, we haven't determined the relationship here, but you two are generally good people, like strong, vibrant people. The consequence of this situation is that with this Eight of Swords, you've been walking around here pretending like you don't see things that are happening as they're happening in real time. And I feel like you're afraid to acknowledge the truth when we talk about that with this eight, okay? You're trying to act like you don't have any knowledge thereof. And the reality is you absolutely have knowledge thereof. Okay? I feel like this is where this faith is coming in. Okay? I feel like you know that you need to do something different and you know that the time is now. I feel like you have been procrastinating on taking these actionable steps moving forward because you're trying to figure out if this is even what you really want to do as an individual. I feel like there is something together that you guys said that you were going to work on as a team, as a couple. I feel like recently you've taken a step back to look at what is it that you want as a person. I feel like you're a type of person who has been in this relationship just going with the flow so much that you've lost like your sense of identity and who you are. And right now you're working to focus on that with yourself. Okay. I feel like you're working on healing the heart. I feel like you may have been overcoming some legal issues. Okay. But I definitely feel like this is a business endeavor that you guys are working towards that has caused some strain. And I feel like in the relationship, you as a person feel like, okay, now is not the time to be having a baby if I am pregnant. Okay. And I think that you're kind of scared and apprehensive about that as well. What this is trying to teach you is that home is wherever the heart is with this Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And when we talk about this particular card, I also feel like you have to understand that everything in life is a risk. Okay. So it's so interesting because we were just speaking about this pregnancy test that's here, but then we have this Ten of Pentacles that does represent family. However, it is in reverse. So this tells me that whatever it is that you're working on right now is a huge risk now. And so is this. Okay. What this also tells me is whatever has showed up here with this distance card here is also posing a risk. Okay. So you have a lot of risky things going on right now. What you need to do to heal is just take a step back and reflect. And as you reflect, I need for you to get a fresh and new perspective. Open up your heart, heal your heart, and open up your heart. Open up your third eye. Listen to what the spirit guides are trying to tell you. Listen to what God is trying to tell you. Listen to what the angels are trying to tell you. Listen to everything right now, right? Because I feel like the reason why you're so apprehensive is because you're lacking this faith that is necessary for you to take this step forward and to grow and to matriculate into the person that you're supposed to be doing. You need to take a leap of faith, okay? And stop overthinking, okay? I feel like you're overthinking, and I absolutely feel like you perceive this as being an obstacle that is greater than what it really is, okay? And I feel like the reason why you kind of feel this way is because you have this person who is jealous and severely envious of you, who is going around telling a lot of misinformation and telling lies on you. Okay. So that is enough right there by itself for you to be in a position of like, okay, I need to take a step back. With the Knight of Pentacles being here at the bottom of the deck, okay, it's a slow energy. So you're used to things happening quickly and just boom, it's done, right? You're used to things being like, okay, I'm just going to put it out there and see what happens. Well, whatever it is that you're working on right now, it's one of those instances where this is slow and steady wins the race. You have to be determined. You have to be dedicated. You have to be focused. You have to be persistent. You have to be all of these different things, okay? And I feel like you doing your diligence is putting some type of strain on this relationship. That's why you're physically and emotionally distant, because you're having to pause and have a little bit of faith. Now, what I find to be interesting is water signs. Because this is your energy here, I feel like your fire sign feels like you are the person that's not who they thought that they were. And I think that they're a little bit upset because they believed into a storyline of who you are, and you feel like this fire sign is being envious of you. But they're not, because of the legal issues. And that's what's causing that distance and that strain. Yep. And I feel like this is really interesting. I'm looking at this again, right? And I feel like with the Six of Wands being here, that's speaking to your fire sign's energy. You feel like they're just trying to save face. So I don't know if there was an argument here that occurred, some type of disagreement. We'll get into it. But I definitely feel like it's something to be said here for both of y'all's energy to be coming up in each other's energy as a current. Okay. All right. With the Emperor here in reverse, I feel like there's definitely a sense of insecurity happening here. And remember, I told you, I feel like this fire sign is coming in feeling weak, okay? So they feel weak. Maybe they're disappointed that they believed water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, as being somebody that they're not, and they feel a little bit deceived. With this Two of Swords here, they're definitely going to have to make a decision, and it may or may not be a balanced decision. It may or may not be a fruitful decision, okay? But I do feel like this decision will lead or has led to some type of stalemate and inability to make a decision, and somebody's going to be left out in the cold, okay? I feel like the fire sign is going to get sick of dealing with water sign, and I feel like the fire signs are going to end up leaving this water sign. I feel like the truth is going to come out. And I feel like once this truth comes out about whatever business that this person has going on that is necessitating legal issues, I feel like that's going to be enough to turn off and solidify the whole distance between fire sign and water signs. And with this Ace of Wands here at the end of the deck, I feel like you definitely are going to lack the progress and become very stagnant in the relationship. And I think that's also why fire sign is hoping now that they're not pregnant, because that would just damper everything else that this person is working on. I feel like this person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like they looked up to water signs. They wanted to go into business with you. They felt like you were very smart and very witty, but I think that they didn't realize that you had shady business practices. And water sign is sitting here looking like, why are you being such a hater? You're just being jealous because yours is not working like that, or you ain't got motion like I got motion. And that's really not it at all. I think they're just disappointed because they really believe that you have more to offer than what you did, and they fell in love with potential here. I mean, we all do. No shade. We got the Emperor in reverse again. Okay, so not only is this truth coming out, this is going to make you feel exceptionally insecure and exceptionally powerless, okay? With the Page of Swords, there will be news coming out about some newfound information that was recently learned. And I feel like this information that comes is definitely going to speak to that the disconnect is here. And with this Queen of Coins here, or Queen of Pentacles here, I feel like it's going to shatter that confidence that was there. I feel like it's going to have such an impact on the family and how you perceive your wealth and finances. So remember, we're talking about this pregnancy test here, okay? So I feel like when you think about this news of information coming about money and how it's going to affect the family, I think it's definitely going to throw fire sign off their square. And then we have the King of Cups here, right? So I feel, oh, you know what? I got it now. Pregnancy test coming out here, okay? As this pregnancy test is coming out here, you feel like that's going to threaten like your stability and your security. But I feel like with this King of Cups being here, I feel like water sign is going to step up to the plate and be the person that they're supposed to be. But I feel like even if they do step up to be the person that they want to be with this Six of Swords here, I feel like you're still moving on. I feel like you're still moving forward. And I feel like even though you're still moving forward, I feel like you're just looking for peace. No matter what, you just want peace. Okay? Queen of Swords again. Queen of Swords. This time it's in reverse. So I feel like even though they wanted to try to take you back and hear what you had to say, I think that you're going to be, your water sign will be exposed as a fraud. And again, we have the Five of Pentacles. This time it's in reverse. Okay. So yeah, this is very energy, because I feel this is very weird energy, right? Because I feel like not only does the truth come out here and it's imposters exposed, I feel like you're going to get the clarity that you need. I feel like with this Four of Swords, you're going to want to take a deep break. And I feel like you're going to focus on you with this Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups again in reverse. Okay. So this person is going to be very upset, which is also why you have legal issues here. Because if you are pregnant, I feel like this person is very upset that you don't want anything to do with them. Okay. They don't want anything to do with water sign. And I feel like this is a Scorpio specifically, just being vindictive. Okay. And that's also where that envy is coming in. And I feel like instead of them working on healing their hearts, you know, they're telling you, you need to get over it. You know, it's my child type of situation. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a baby involved. And this person, this water sign, has a lot of legal issues going on too. You got the attraction card here that talks about you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like now you're enjoying it, but I feel like later you will not be enjoying the situation. Okay. I feel like, yeah, remember what I said in the very beginning? I feel like it was something about this person attracted you to them. Like that's what made you fall for them. That energy is definitely coming up here. But I feel like that's not going to be enough to keep you. Appointment, engagement, marriage, proposal. I definitely feel like you thought that this person was going to marry you, fire signs. I think you thought that this was going to be a match made in heaven, especially with that King of Pentacles energy being here in the pro. But I feel like as we've gone through this, we now understand that this person is not exactly who you thought that they were. And now it's like, oh crap, I think I'm stuck. As I drop cards on the floor, it says true colors fell on the floor. I feel like you're going to be turning your back. Okay. I think they feel like you trapped them. And I think overall, some type of secret accounts is going to come up. Okay. So maybe somebody's stalking somebody, trying to get access information on them. But these cards fell up: true colors, married, and feelings. So maybe what ended up happening too is that maybe when they found out that you weren't who you said you were, maybe they found out that you were married. Maybe they found out that you're a married man. And your true colors started coming out. They found that out by using these fake accounts. And that crushed the feelings. Or maybe feelings were already involved. All right. Thank you so much for dropping by Pisces Tarot. I am Mimi the Light Seer. Have a good day. Yes.